Hello, welcome back. In our previous class, we have been able to import data from Excel. We have renamed it and we have saved it. In this class, we are going to look at how to record variables. Let's head to SPSS. Here in SPSS, we have said we have gender here, and gender is now string values. We want to make it numerical. And when we go to variable view and change the data type from here to numeric and say OK and go back to the data view, you can see we have lost our data, and that is very dangerous. Let's go back. The best way to change string values to numeric values in SPSS for the data that has been imported is by using record variables. So go to transform, and here you have two options: record into the same variables and record into different variables. When you know exactly what you're doing and you are likely not to make a mistake, you are going to use record into same variables. That means that the existing variable will be lost or replaced with the variables that you are going to create. If you have some doubt about what you do, you create or record into different variables, where you are going to create a new variable that complement the existing variable. In our case, we want to have this gender value, male to be 1 and female to be 2, so that we'll be able to change it into numeric. So I'm very sure and specific about what I want to do, and I'm almost very sure and certain that I'm not going to make any mistake while recording. So in that case, I'm going to record into same variables. So record into same variables, choose gender, take it in there, click on old and new values. In old value, I'm going to have M. New value that I want to create for M is 1, so that 1 represent male. I say add, and another old value that I have is F. F, I want it to be representing female as 2. I say add, I say continue, and I say OK. Going back to, let me close some of this and also close this blank one and close this output window I'm not interested in. Alright, so getting here, you can see now we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and so on. A very good progress, but we are yet to be there. When we go to variable view and it is still a string, we can now change it to numeric and say OK. Go back to your data view. Now it is numeric and it is nominal data, as you can see from here, nominal. And you can see you have a good progress. But what does 1 represent and 2 represent? We know that from our recording, 1 represent male, 2 represent female. And when you click in value labels icon, there is no changes. That means we need to create values for gender. So go to variable view, and under values, you create the labels. So value 1 represent male and value 2 represent female. And you add that, you say OK. Now from there, when you go to your data view and click on value labels, you have male, female, male, female. That is very good. That is how we record variables in SPSS. In our next class, we want to calculate the total marks for each of these students. How are we going to do that? Compute variables. In our next class, we are going to compute variables. Thank you for joining. Enjoy learning.